Mona Nilsson, when it comes to media and the way the media are manufacturing doubt, what is your view on that thing? The way the media is creating a lot of uncertainty and so for the public.
Well, of course, this is a very powerful industry that are manufacturing the wireless technologies that create huge risk for human health, for our health and our lives, and the environment as well. The environment is also affected by the wireless technology, radiation. And of course, this very powerful industry does not want the public to know that there are risks, because that is a risk to the powerful industry. The people getting knowing about the risk is a risk to industry. So of course they put large efforts in keeping the public and the decision makers in the dark about the risks. And one way to do that is through the media. So of course influencing media is a very effective and important way for this industry to reach their goal and to maintain high profits and high sales and high turnover and high stock values for their business. So that is why the public should be kept in the dark. And the way they do this is by influencing journalists and the media. And they also do it by manufacturing science, because many journalists think that we only have to look at what science has shown. And this industry is so powerful that it has always the power to buy science, to buy scientists that produces science showing that the technology is safe and implies no risks for health and environment. So those independent scientists that produces, that makes studies that show clear risks to humans and to the environment from this technology, their studies are very often countered by studies showing no risks. And for those journalists who doesn't know about and who hasn't got the ability to look behind and see this game going on and to analyze the studies correctly, they can't for themselves judge. So that's why they became megaphones for this strategy of, we can call it manufacturing doubt, which is described by in an American book recently called Manufacturing Doubt, written by a former employee in the Clinton administration. And it's not only this powerful industry that uses this strategy, it's used by many other industries as well, the chemical industry and other industries that doesn't want the public to become aware of the true risks of their business.
This is exactly when I talk to people and tell them something about the wireless technology, they typically say, oh, yesterday it said something in the paper, today it says something else, oh, I just give up, I get so confused.
Yes, yes, people are confused because they get different messages, and also they get the impression, you all often get the answer as well that, well, but the science, the experts don't agree, they don't agree. But when do experts agree? And especially in a field that involves such a lot of money as this, you can always buy experts that don't agree. You can always see to it that experts don't agree. But what really matters is that we have to look behind this illusion that we don't know anything. You have to check the facts for yourself, and the facts are clear as the water. The facts say that there are huge health risks, there are huge risks for the growing generation, the children growing up, and there are huge risks in the long term from this technology. And the fact is that people are already getting sick, very sick, in large number all over the world. And in Sweden, for example, we have more and more refugees that can't live in their homes, that have to go away to areas where there are very few people, out in the woods, to get away from the radiation. And I think that is criminal, to make people be refugees in their own country. And I don't think we have seen this ever before in modern history, that we have had so many people that can't live in their homes, that are refugees in their own countries, and in countries considered as democracies like Sweden, for example. And what is awful as well is that the authorities and the governments, they pretend not to see those refugees. They pretend that we should not bother about what is happening in reality. We shall always only bother about science, what science has shown and not shown. And since it is always possible to produce science that is favorable for this industry, this can go on forever, and we have a reality out there which is awful. So we have to wake up and start to look around us and start to look at the facts that are there, that this technology is dangerous for humans and for the environment.
And journalists especially have to wake up and decide and think for themselves, you can say, because they are just repeaters actually. They're just repeating what science says that they must say, or government says they must say.
Yes, many journalists don't analyze critically, but they are repeaters. They are megaphones for what experts say, for what the authorities say, and this industry say. So people have to wake up and analyze and think critically about what they read in the magazines and in the newspaper and what they hear in the media, and start to think for themselves. Hopefully, and luckily, we still have internet as a wonderful source for information where you can check the facts for yourself. It's like Linus Pauling, the 2 times Nobel laureate, he said, don't trust the experts, check the facts for yourself, and that's still valid today.